What's the motherfucking deal, Sauce Nation? It's your boy Ed Honcho, aka at the real Ed Honcho. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter, or if you only want those Houston HTOWN saucy sports takes, then you can follow me at Sauce Sports HTX on Twitter. And this is a Sauce Sports special. If you don't know what Sauce Sports is a Houston Homer channel. So we're talking Texans, Astros, Rockets, Dynamo, Dash, talking collegiate, Cougs, Owls, PV, TSU. We're talking about high school. We're talking about amateur, semi-pro, whatever it may be. If it's Houston-based, and we're going to put a little bit of flavor on it. We're going to splash a little flavor on that shit. And if you're not from the city, if you're not a Houston fan, I'm giving you fair warning. Get up out the spot right now because you're not going to like what we say. And, you know what I'm saying? You might be upset about that. But I gave you fair warning, so that's on you. But today we're going to talk a little bit of Rockets. I've been asked multiple times, and if I'm mispronouncing it, Zhou Qi. I don't know if I'm saying his name right or not, but, it is what it is. We're going to call him ZQ. All right, we're going to call him ZQ. But I've been asked, my thoughts and opinions on, if I think that he makes the team, makes the Rockets. And I'm gonna be honest, like I'm 50-50 because obviously I think the guy's talented. He's a big man. He can shoot. Long, just really lanky. Just seems like it takes a little bit of time for some of those shots to develop and stuff. But I think that there has to be something with it. If the Rockets are bringing him in, they've been working him out, I think the last week or so, to take a look at him. So there has to be something there. I don't know, how that works. If they're going to bring him in, maybe they can put him with the Vipers and see what he does. But he's a very versatile big man. I just think that he's a little bit light, and in the post, it may be some issues for him. So I don't know how you operate that, but he's a 7-foot-plus guy. I don't think he's Yao 2.0. I think he has a better. I don't want to say he has a better shot than Yao, because to me it seems like it just takes a long time for a shot to develop, and maybe just because he's such a long guy. He, for a big guy his size, he seems to have a little bit of quickness and change. But then overall, he just seems a little sluggish. He gave Boozer some fits in their last little game, in a couple of games in the I think the little CBA finals. But like I say, I don't just know how that level of talent translates over here. It's not the same. So, of course you have a couple of old retired American players and guys who just don't want to kind of give it up and go over there. Now, Boozer is obviously playing there because he's not, in the NBA anymore. So you giving an older player a little bit of trouble, that could be a thing. I just don't know. I look at him and I see that he has a nice set of tools to work with. Like I say, he has a nice shot. Seems like he can, handle the ball well. He rebounds well and everything. But it's just like I say, against the competition that he's going against, that's what really makes me wonder, what really makes me question if that's going to transfer over. So I think that if you do, or if he is coming over here, maybe he ends up in the with the Vipers playing a little while to see what he can do against some American talent. Because I think your average D-League team is probably better than a lot of your CBA team, just because of the way that we here in America, we basically breed athletes, to do these things from whatever. I don't know if it's the same over there. I know that they have a lot of taller players that, get into it. Like I say, I'm not extremely familiar and well versed with the whole how the CBA plays and, their set of rules as far as, if they are playing on courts the same dimensions as American courts and things like that. So I don't know exactly if everything that he did over there will necessarily translate to the American game. But like I say, when I watch him, I'm very interested in what I see. Like I say, because he has tools that could be utilized. He's a big lanky guy that can shoot. No, he's not Kevin Durant. But like I say, he has an interesting set of tools. But do they translate to what the Rockets do? Well, like I say, if he can shoot three, if he can shoot, then maybe that might be an interesting piece to have. But like I said, I just don't know about how he can. He just seems really, really light. I don't know about him getting down there and banging on them boards with some of the big boys. Seems like he get pushed out of position. Seems like they'd be easy to back him down. Like I said, I don't know. It just seems like over there the style is a much different game. than it is over here. It doesn't seem the post play doesn't seem the same, But I could be wrong. Like I said, it's off a small sample set of what I watched. But I do like the fact, that the he already has the HOU in the name, so that might be a sign of things to come. It may bode well for fans. But the thing is that it's always a possibility, because at the same time too, the Rockets, this is a business. They're smart. Houston has, especially when it comes to basketball, a very large Asian market. With Yao, with Jeremy Lin being here for a while. So I think that if he can come in and contribute, then as a business, that benefits a lot. But because I remember when they fucking Chuck Hayes, he had a shoe deal in China. That's how big of a fan base the Rockets have, in Asian markets, is that, or that they did. I don't know if they still do. I don't still know if they hold the same weight of how that goes. But Chuck Hayes had a shoe deal in China. And like I said, I don't know how they sold out there, but that was how, like I say, I wouldn't say call it collateral damage, but that's just off the base of people liking how he played and him, playing with Yao and all those other things. So like I say, man, ZQ, I just, like I say, I see some very interesting things, and I keep saying that because, I don't know what they're going to rely on, and I've seen some the same interesting things, with Capella and some other things, but I just, right now with our big man situation is we got some guys that are like Capella, has to either put on some weight, has to get some endurance up, and so I don't know about having two really light guys back there that just, that could easily get handled down low in the paint by a sizable player. So that's something that I worry about. That's something that comes to mind. Another thing I think about, with that skill set, how does it translate? Yeah, he can shoot threes, but we need you down there rebounding. What the hell you doing out there? So I don't know. I just don't know. But it obviously has to be something, because Morey, he's putting these pieces together. He's doing these things. The Magic Man. But the thing that's bothering me the most coming out of all this is, like I say, this weekend, and I'll probably talk about this in another video, is Pat Beverly sounding like he knows something is forthcoming. The Rockets are making a lot of moves, like I say, bringing him in. There's Chris Paul talks, there's other things, Beverly talking like he's probably going to get traded, or he knows what's up. So we'll see what happens. Especially with the Paul George already informing Indiana that he's not going to come back and play. He intends to move to and go to L.A. Maybe he might try to find some pieces to try to make a play for a 1-year lease on Paul George. I don't know. But there's a lot of factors, a lot of things that could happen. Let's find out and let's see. But like I say, with ZQ, I'm really neither here nor there on it. We'll just kind of have to find out more as it goes along, because like I say, it's an interesting story to watch. Nice skill set. No, he's not Yao, but he has like I say, he has a nice game. He does have some game. So we'll see how it translates to the league, how it translates to the NBA if they put him on the roster. But with that being said, SauceNation, like I said, always plenty of love. We getting close. We on the way, making the play for 1K. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to keep on hustling. We're going to keep on grinding. We're going to keep on doing what we have to do. Because I almost slipped up. I always want to tell y'all what. I almost slipped up. I almost tell y'all what I wanted to do for the 1K play, but I ain't going to do that. But I want to do something great back for you guys, because y'all have been showing me so much love, and I appreciate each and every little bit of it. I appreciate every comment. I appreciate every subscription. I appreciate just, when people send me this. I appreciate every follow. Like, man, as always, like I say, I'm your boy Ed Honcho. You can catch me at The Real Ed Honcho. If you like what I'm talking about, if you like the Sauce Sports, if you're an HTOWN fan, please subscribe. Stay tuned in. Like I say, we get into it. I'm working on my baseball, but I just don't feel confident enough to give honest reviews, because my knowledge is not that in depth, but I'm working on it. So with that being said, do something, SauceNation. Y'all be cool. It's your boy Ed Honcho, and I am out.